na olip jaganan barkarwaining ito ko alim ngan programin medyo pa Marshallese TV o medyo kanono pen pigar barrin lo chigun chulum karwa jawad melele kan chabarod melele ko me red yudong man peran agri ko rojan chigun chul yung mga Anita Iban inet kanono pen raw Pijar Baroranet Persian, Chuan is Ursula Galvez, who is major and coordinator and migrant program, Paraino Norma Salgado, Eome Chuan migrant tutor Richibang. So I just want to thank you ladies for joining us and thank you for your time. We have with us Ursula Galvez, who is the coordinator for the migrant program, and also Norma Salgado, who is a migrant tutor. So we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, a lot of good information that pertains to the migrant education program. So we are going to start, and we have a presentation, and we're just going to follow it through as we go over the questions. Jenajidong anarkia kajidagan kararin kanchat kachidoko imranet pidoguako anke. So my first question is, what is the migrant program? Can you elaborate on that and just give us some information of what exactly that migrant education program is?
Yes, thank you, Anita. Thank you for the invitation. We're so happy to join you in this meeting to provide more information about this amazing program that is the Migrant Education Program. Mm-hmm. So Migrant Education Program is a federally funded program that provides supplemental educational services and support services to all children that qualify. Mm-hmm. So this program helps children to develop oral and written language and other communication skills at the schools, and they help with reading and mathematics along with other core subjects like science, social studies, economics, or other subjects to improve the student achievement. Also, the program provides support for high school credit recovery opportunities and provides advocacy for other student needs like nutritional, social, emotional, and medical as well.
Thank you very much, Ursula. Ngayon one malakodong kanono gan podo chid malelego eno danakar karain kamalelingan kajimyar kachidak tain migrant education program ngay maron kamaleli kajim program in gay chuan program me federal age fund age kan mani chibanjan federal Emparaino de Chibang Chukul District ko ilo ledok supplemental services gongan rijugu rain nejir age Chibang rilo area ko merajay with Chibang ye and what Chibang ber and Marwin Motbella Marwin Canono and Marwin Cheji and Emmaner Chejim Canono Parano Wawin communication skill go to the Meranajay with ye. Bar focus on I read in my Punibun, for other subject ko science, some social studies, Jabareo yan subject and Kakaman Manglok, Agachibang Irway and when Melele Manglok red guy. Parano they par Chibang air, support air by Ren Marwin Orchard Riga Relak Jabaman Cred Guy with credit recovery program in a red. Periever and Maron Kachagan credit the guy me, Yadan Prelugia, Grachain Tabari, image Barchibang Irgagate, Parano Ledo Chibar Parano Canono, you than I rain Podo Chibang and Era Karangan, many night with the air, Nelang and Yigichian Tagada, Yigichian Air Manga, Aga Yigichian, Ejago, I ran out social and emotional area in Renegade with the Chibang. Okay, so thank you for all that information. We're going to go on to our next question, which is what the history of the migrant education program?
Yes, of course, Anita. Well, in 1960, CBS aired a documentary called Harvest of Shame. Harvest of Shame was a very powerful documentary that presented the lives of migrant workers in the U.S.
Papanatuin, cirik papanatukan migrant education programin, ilo contoh yung radom yon puwichi jinongoleo egar ejak program yang rajamaya dan Harvest of Shame imilo contoh yung radom yon puwichi jinongol chijino kangre jakar chino kwaleng dakam kwai pene programin kan tabar menina igujuana jiri romer rijarba romer rejito dak ngan pigot ceraman yang pereno riangorro enod ge chedien ge emarong limitair tabar chugul ngana jiri rein najir emoy agar jage migrant education program in chanot amelelein borenci bang peran remer rejito dak cikin dengan katu air cerbal ini jelasan rejugu rein chugul. Okay. Can we go on to the next question?
Yes, of course.
Okay. The next.
Sorry. Let me go back.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay. Thank you, Ursula. We are going to also talk about what is the difference between migrant and immigrant. Those two terms, I think it's very important that parents have a clear understanding and families as well and teach as students. So when they seek help, they know exactly what is the difference between those two. So can you please go ahead and explain to us what those two terms mean?
Yes, Anita. Like you said, it's very important to clarify this concept. Sometimes we get confused with the terminology between migrant and immigrant, and I will be glad to clarify these concepts for you. So immigrant, it's a person who leaves one country to settle in another. For example, people who come to the US from other countries and settle here are immigrants. Migrant, it's a person that moves from one region to another and who travels from one area to another in search of agricultural work. In the case of the migrant education program, migrant refers to a move for the purpose of obtaining work directly related to agricultural or fishing. But it's nothing related to legal status.
Okay. All right. Yun one malakodong kamalilagi ano dagar kachidagipen karain tao kadagayo ikadahan nanigay ro migrant kabe immigrant. Nani immigrant nagay chuan armedyo medyo magut cencuan lal ngan barcuan lal nganan settlement pero di jam gara na tayo ga immigrant ya kan barcuan rilal emag dengan barcuan lal ngan wan chong arme ro me rito ngan US par lal go chetem pero dum chogoye ngin chejama ya tayo immigrants ngay Kopan melelegan konan melelegan nanin migrant education program kanonogan nanin migrant aga kanonogan anchuan arme jam mag cencuan chicken anchuan chicken nganan pigot cerabal kayan perilo enod ba agriculture aga chicken angwar nanin migrant agar raja mag chicken ngan kat agriculture type cerbalgay na nganengor termin migrant eno dagar kanan ngani mo ken arabi ro me raja mag chenchuan chicken ngan barchuan chicken nganair pigot cerbalgay kat pigot cerbal me engin me jiba ilo ijagain jolopur o dagay na migrant raja mag chicken ngan chicken him kapi wire charbal Rajbar kalim jage aga kono kan army jere no army ro me rito ta nani me to me ne to jane me bang ngan migrate army re raja mag chen chuan chigen ngan bar chuan chigen mo army jero rain me chit kono kan ai magdum program ini cibang ajiri rain me ne army re rito ta kum kape wa cherbal elapta dangan agriculture cherbal kanai aga tom ge na ole bagay rajap tom go mer marong kam jak ke legal status go. Okay.
Yeah, and just to recap, so the migrant worker is a worker that has a mobile lifestyle following patterns of agricultural jobs or fishing. And here in Northwest Arkansas, most of the migrant workers are found in the poultry industry.
Kanana ko war kanono chirkanan in migrant ga kanar mi jara me regito dagam magdgadim nga kone jaba kairing an Leonardo Arkansas ini mi jin ga tarin nga migrant program ko migrant rain jito dagam cherbal ko ay kaya pugilo no do Arkansas nga no cherbalilo man poultry plan kanay aga makanay mereka mantagay aga pao parchadiyen ngan chigenewer. Okay.
Okay. Let me change.
Okay. I guess my next question for you is the migrant program the same as the English language learner or English as a second language, ELL / or -ESL program?
Yes, and the question for that answer is no. We are not the same program. We provide supplemental help to the ESL program, but we are under another title. The migrant program frequently complements other district programs designed for the English language learner students, but it will never be the primary provider of those services.
Migrant program English language learner aga English as a second language program migrant education program in Title I program in it Cherbalewan ke supplement ito kano cibangan program ko chadame district school district ini jele dong ngan rujur ini jadi ano kilaj ko chadangan cibangir peren meron calari imce je kajen English ELL ESL program ini ke periumin parcuan funding reba Title I federal funds ngan media oleh ben ay gujigain menin ay gujigain an chon rujugulo me eja kada got kajin English eknan kakaman mangla ko inchala migrant education program in ya kayan barito kom complement aga cherbali pen program ko chedilo testugin nganan chibang ELL ESL rujuguro marong chablu kun chon program yo me ne lukun kage menina ibugo an rujugure na ge jito kano chon supplemental program ano cibang ala program gain merejeli longan ajeri re. Thank you, Ursula.
Thank you. So just to like a little graphic about what is the migrant education, like we are the cherry on the top of all the federal programs that are provided in the school. So migrant education is just like a supplemental program to all the federal programs that are on the bottom of the layers.
Okay, chuanin ano dan pijay kalikalagot lukun melelewan migrant education imeno dan Ursula pa ano chuan cherry yo made per ilang dadain chuan ice cream cone mga kwan jalale ole bang layer ganay lautak ano main program gulo chigun chugulum dan ejito kum complement chibang air ilo ole ben iriagin rich bang rigure me reja kada ko kajin ingli.
Okay.
Okay. My next question is, who is an eligible migrant child?
Yes. It's very important for the migrant program to identify migrant kids because these families move a lot and they can get lost, you know, in the system. So we have a very committed staff to identify and recruit these kids. And I will be glad to explain how can you qualify for this program. So all children younger than 22 that who are eligible for free public education and have moved from one district to another in the last 36 months or 3 years, and that their parents or guardians have done an agricultural temporary work or a fishing work.
Okay, kachida ge way about one roar eligible, one roar marongin very low migrant programming one ajirio me eligible ngan periem. Say by chuan ajirio me eligible ngan perlo programming migrant programming and other chalage. Yakan peron roito da gen chicken ngan air to got parcha job or ramalak. Yakwe ajiri nige ejay wujin rigijan rongorwania me chap echangan majan karu jalawajan high school echangan waran certificate parainwat migrant agricultural worker aga migrant fisher armejo me charbalilo plan aga chicken angor eno chuan parent aga chuan spouse a guardian image rujarbal ingin aja army rome kaman beren marung eligible ngane paraino dem jane magut ngajan nagayan perbar chuan parent a guardian ragar perijin moda jen cilungul cicino alengko parent marungin pergi qualifying agriculture aga fishing cara balik ini me and then right pugoti the way again requirement ko paraino the employment in ge ano charbalina charbalo me lugun charbale wiring ngana air kanur family gain imagine rio ejay within chuan ajirio je magi chen chuan chugul district ngan bar chuan chugul ekar nganan chinena ga chemenagi me pogeron magd chen bar chuan chigen ngan chuan chigen ko ajiri radin eligible ngan ano chuan migrant ajiri. Okay.
Yes, sometimes it can be a little bit confusing. We have a lot of guidelines to qualify these kids. So if you think that you may have students who meet these criteria, please let us know, and we will send a recruiter to the family to see if they qualify.
Manan program in aluje showing kiyam loge emarong morilo pamleo ajirio en marong qualify again media requirement again ko marong idogum call do ko marong idogum kali karge orajirilo pen pamleo amer marong pagkain si bang rodagain nganir.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is just a little a graphic about like to recap what we said, that the child has to be under 22 years old, entitled to free public education, move with, to join or as a worker, move in the preceding 36 months or 3 years, move due to economic necessity, and like we said, have moved from one district to another and moved from one residence to another. This is just a little graphic example of the qualifications.
Yes, nga kwani kalimijak screening gaya bar kalikar factor ko merit kamilalik ta ti jika mujar kanono ka kay lutu karuin ngan jiriyo me migrant rijar baleo me rich neither migratory worker ejay win rijan rongo roania ejay within yang title nganan chugulilo public chugulgo aga echangin o ngejap echangin karu jalo jen chugulo wane kali karge marongot pelio chugulo me marong yang magut ipen aga joini lo barchuane o me jarbalilo poultry plan again aga yang war ngeja ipen barchuan jarbal egar yang magut mo dajen chilu mo dalak yang parainot yang magut ngan yang magutekarangan meninai gujewan economically ilawan lo meninai gujewan yang parainot ilawan yang magut cenchuanium ngan barchuanium Rejbar perilo programin seasonal agriculture ilo air terbalo poultry plant gain chicken hour gain eligin air magut.
Okay, Miss Anita. Let me move.
Okay. Our next question is, how are migrant students identified? Consider migrant student.
In the enrollment packet, we have a migrant survey that all the families complete when they go to enroll their kids. So this survey helps us to identify possible migrant families, and the migrant office sends a recruiter to interview this family.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we do these interviews face-to-face, but right now under COVID-19 protocol, we are doing these interviews over the phone. After we interview this family, we fill out a document called Certificate of Eligibility, and that certificate needs to be approved by our regional and data specialist. Mm-hmm. And after this document is approved, the family can be enrolled, the student can be enrolled in the migrant education program and receive all the services.
Mm-hmm. Kachida ko ba ewan na chalange chun rujugul migrant rujugul moda ta ilo an olive rujugul chino chugul ga or chuan pakade me rejele do me ilo yen enrollment pakade me or chuan survey migrant survey ilo kajin majal kajin Spanish Springdale migrant education obedience echage formin yung kulak peron roaga pamalego ngarajaloge ajirin nejir qualify inna may jabar ebalangane visit kiya kan COVID-19 odar kajarabal telephone call chabito da chap tabaron elginair tabarar mejerein kiya rene melim authorization jam regional record data specialist rohan migrant programming in them gear rene kali karanga to the rainy locachojo building or migrant to the locachojo building where ren charbali pene riguli in them rene gear karelang ole melele anajirini lo e-school agijo me pero ole melele go yigichen supplemental program in chibanko ngancho anajiri. Okay.
I just would like to mention that these services last 36 months. So the child is enrolled in the migrant education program for 36 months. Mm-hmm. If they move to another district and another residence, the clock can start again and they can start another 36 months. But the total time in this program is 36 months.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Imagine Marawin Pello, Programa in Human Chilul Chino Alinga, Chiluia, Emangar by Perium Rabar moving and Barchuanium, Renajar Chino Gentino, and Parchino surveyor human Chiluia. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, how do we support our migrant students?
Yes, some of our services that we provide, and Ms. Norma Salgado will explain a little bit more about this in just a minute. Some of the services that we provide here, it's the supplemental instruction through our migrant tutors at the schools. We have summer education programs that, of course, are done in the summer, where we provide services to students K through 8. We have community resource guides, and we do high interest book distribution, supportive health services for uninsured students, mentoring and advocacy, college scholarships, help with college and career planning, and we have bilingual staff, and they can qualify for the free and reduced lunch.
Okay. If they're in the program, they automatically qualifies, right, for the free and reduced?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Igar kaichida gipenamba. Enri dar support the migrant rujugur rain. Emoy or supplemental instruction agar merong cherbali pair or to the rain mer cherbali lo munchugul gainim im kata ginajiri rain aga ever or summer education program go merajabar lilongan ajiri rain im chibanger chen kindergarten and klaj rally dak cherbali pair in chamaram chibanger. What was that? Oh, somebody else is talking. Eberor community resource guide go meranay telir ngan yago rajay wichibang ye ilo chujugun perinar ta gore meron yago meron dali ngani ngan pagchibang em paraino poko merel gung laber kay do doglimo ga ray baraje ji poko in ngani erwen en lugun idoglimo yerun ri poko in merel gun emman em paraino tijian takday ger baca lagi ngai calo air insurance kia migrant program ini berarti bang air ilo air takda em perainot air mentor mga enot kad telir kada ginir akanono ilo air em perainot or scholarship go right bar offer itu right bar lido wingan rujugur rain right pelo programin em scholarship gen rene cibang air ilo air dangan college em chino plan cerbal go air ngani lijum cakalai Emilo programin ebaror bilingual staff American no ilang lokajan chuan kajin. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I think Ms. Norma, she works face to face and directly with the students.
Yes, thank you, Anita, for having us. We basically we just build connections with our students to feel confident, especially in those for the on-risk students or risk for failure. We tutor based on teachers' needs or student needs, and basically on their grades. We check their grades, their attendance, make sure they're on track with their academic necessities. We also would do the one-on-one tutoring. Well, not right now due to the pandemic. We're doing virtually. By Zoom meetings. We have a Stride Academy that the migrant program has provided for us tutors to tutor our students by Zoom meetings or Google Hangouts.
Okay. Can I go ahead and interpret what you just said? Okay. Norma cerbalilo chigun chugulongan chibang barajiri ragain merrek rajai gu chibang ano da pa programin ilang chibang ko merrejele tong manir chibang ajiri rain kagilo air pelo chugulum ekair kijong cerbali pera kia me enot kan pandemic in me echebale ajiri rain marungin perilo kilajaga eka dair kejerbal Zoom meeting nganair kanono perum cibang erilo area game rajai wi cibang ye jadi yen ga one on one aga pare cuan migrant to the ngan cuan ajrio me rajalo we elaban jai wi cibang.
Yes. We also we play a role as mentors or guides for our students and families. Also, we focus on their language development on some of our students, and depending because of their movements, they lose track of their education and lose track of their reading, their math, factors that they lose in those movings with their families. Okay. So we focus on that. We get trainings for that to support them. Okay. We also you can wait. Go ahead.
Ilo program ini kaya ba no dan lu lang ajari rome kanan chinerum chemere mag chenchigin nganchigin ngachadiya nage ramalak ta ko rar barkada kan air magdugto recha pon ngane lukun tadam pakada gin eno kachulo chuania emo traini army raini lo air kanono pera chine rila train merela ajari rain poren chala kilen cherbali per lalata menina igu wire yim cibangera karangan nido go wire aga menina igu go rajalo ko ajiri rain nejir rajai gu cibangi.
Also, yes. Also, we have success stories every quarter for accomplishments with our students. We focus on what they're struggling, and if at the end of the quarter we accomplish a goal that they set at the beginning, we write about them. Like, for example, I had a student last year. His English was really not good. He came from the Marshall Islands recently. His pronunciation of the words were really hard for him, so we did a lot of practice. And we focused on those letters. And I usually work for elementary students, so it was my focus on them. And they get happy when they meet their goal.
Yes. Elang par chuan wawan marriage ba success story daga eno share tagay ni marriage cibang ajiri rain gaga lobe. Ralang logo relugun ergalagam emanair kata kia rene jaban eno share pendro ng palakay relugun wan malagulo kata kina reno ba chuan ajiri aja move to janakar majalalan chat chadalang koromoda elgun gar penan kanono kajin English ana ban pronouncing na ngayon pa elgun alikaran lugun ay with cibangem kiya ragal lukun focus yon cibangem kada gini wen barerom matanajiri rin merejba dan alright success story work kiya elgun erregal kajin chone orar wen malag merregal kajin chone orar peri karagar chinoy. Okay.
Yes, we also help them with beyond school needs with their family struggles. We also liaison between our families and community resources. So we refer to them for dental appointments, medical appointments, or any food necessities they will have. We refer them to our community resources. And
I'm sorry. Tutoring to the migrant to the remer bali perge cibang ergen elang resource go ilo regulale ta ko marong chicken cibang go lo community ngaremarong cibang erano ngan mga ngan kaman ngam ta ka oleben benege nege to the migrant to the rain rail kun cibang erilo air kanne oleben fomun ta gen rene jai gujim ko jerangan ijege me chicken cibang kain mermarungan benefit jani anak kali karangan ole bagay chuan program melungun amman remarungan lo elang cibangan no darkar kalajar gini wapto ko jangan ajari rain nejir merek kalto. Okay.
And just my last thought, best of all, families refer to us first sometimes. And that's how we communicate with our teachers after all.
Oh, that's good. Kia arabijaragia redom peran reme rabar yidom parkanono peram tabarerum kia irre partabar obijinim kali karijar barren rebar kali tabar obijinim kanana kay tagay na peran rin rebar cherem kananagirgagi. So that pretty well sums up our talk for today. And I want to thank you, Ursula, and I want to thank you, Norma, as well. Thank you for your time, ladies, and thank you for being on the Marshallese TV show today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Anita.
Jangan kamu la oleh beroraralut. Tanang boy kajo jene jabar ipenro lo wigin lal ngayaman. I just seen on the screen the questions or additional information. Ngayor kachida. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and share it with them. If they have questions, Carrie Brado is Migrant Program Administrator, Ursula Galvez, ella dan Migrant Program Coordinator, me Roy Perillo, Central Support Services, me recanar mi país el video. Okay, any other thoughts you want to?
No, thank you so much for your time, Anita. I
Yes.
hope this information will be useful for all our Marshallese community.
Yes, I'm sure it will. And thank you, ladies, once again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.